Alright, so welcome. Here we are again, another Van Halen video. Now, I do like making these videos, but one thing I will say is that I try to kind of make some variety and try to go out in some different directions on this channel, and nothing ever really seems to work the way that the Van Halen videos do. Now, that's whether I can play it good, whether I can play it bad, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not really about me. It's about the music, the man, and the band. So, I've always liked these legato licks in these Van Halen songs. Try to pick ones that I don't really ever see mentioned very much, which kind of reduces my pool to pick from to being very small, because almost everything has been ultra analyzed a million times when it comes to Van Halen. So this one here, from Can't Get This Stuff No More, one of the new songs from the Best of Volume 1. I'm going to play the isolated guitar track for you right now. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to go through it in a couple different ways, but we're going to talk about it first. Alright, so in my opinion, the guitar tone on this song, like on these new songs, I like it better than the old Van Halen stuff. I know that I probably shouldn't be saying that, and there's a lot of effects on there. If you hear the isolated track, you can really hear there's a lot of stuff on there. My track, when I did it, there's a lot of effects on there, and it still sounds dry compared to this. So, I know I love the tone on these new songs, and it's kind of like a weird era for Van Halen. I remember watching that MTV Video Award thing in like '96, where they came out with DLR, and everyone was shocked. Nobody knew that was going to happen. And all these years later, I still read articles and interviews and stuff. I still can't figure out what was going on there. Where they're like, well, he wasn't really back in the band. We were just recording a couple songs with him. Like, why would he not be back in the band if you just lost your singer? Like, who wants to have a third singer? That, to me, kind of never made any sense. But anyway, song is in drop D. Guitar playing is really different from like the early stuff. Even the Hagar era stuff is really different. This legato run, to me, it almost kind of reminds me of like a Satriani Vi type thing because of the amount of notes in the slur, like that main slur there. And it's just very different. Like, this always stuck out to me when I first heard it. I remember having a guitar magazine in like '96 or '97 when this was tabbed. And it's weird because I was looking online for a tab for it now. There really are none. I was trying to buy one, and the website kept crashing when I was trying to like enter my credit card info in. So I don't know, kind of just had to go off it by ear from what I remember it being. So I'm going to show it to you slow, show it to you fast, and just kind of discuss a couple things about it. So a couple things that stick out to me, and I kind of talked about this in the Little Dreamer video that I did. Solo, everything that's underneath it, the chugs, everything's like a weird rhythm. I had a really hard time trying to play my own rhythm guitar under there. I did it in certain spots. I just kind of left the bass to kind of do the heavy lifting there. you know, when I was playing over the speed, because like I said, there's no real pattern to like the chugs, and everything really seems to be in the key of D minor. There's a B flat in there, and in this lick, one of the legato, one of the thing on the B string, there's a B note, not a B flat. So it's more of a D Dorian shape than it is a D minor shape, but it works anyway. Like it still works. It's kind of like just like a mixture of the two. You know, I guess they're not clashing there, you know, because if there's like the B flat chord going, that note is underneath that slur right there, it may not work as well. So that's one of the things that I noticed. But yeah, like the playing is very different from a lot of the early Van Halen. There's triad chords there. I mean, that's similar. Another one of the main differences, I think he's using the middle pickup spot, you know, a combination of the bridge and the neck. I know that he was doing that right when the PV guitars first came out. Like when I recorded mine, I just did it with the bridge pickup, not even thinking. And then when I went and I did those little clips afterwards, I used the middle slot, you know, combination of the neck and the bridge to kind of get that thicker sort of sound. I mean, you could really hear it in the ISO track. The rhythms, they're not, you know, they're not the bridge pickup. I mean, there may have been a guitar. There's like 3 or 4 guitars in there. That's another main difference. From, you know, this era to early eras, lots of overdubs and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, the solo for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, there's that part with the talk box. I used an auto wah effect for that because I don't own a talk box. You know, unless you're in like a Peter Frampton tribute band, I don't really see many people owning that effect. You know, what are you really going to do with that? You know, so again, you know, a bit of a different tune here, but I think it's, you know, it's one of the ones that kind of stands out when you start examining a lot of the later period Van Halen type stuff. Really not that hard of a lick to play. The only thing that I had trouble with is I tried to play it with my thumb over the neck, which is, I'm assuming that's what he did, because there's vibrato afterwards. There's bends and there's a whammy bar on the G string. It's just the thing is I could not execute those legato parts with my thumb over the neck. I had to do it with the thumb behind the neck. So that's one of the things that I had trouble with there. But otherwise, I mean, you know, to get the feel in that type of thing, that's always hard with Van Halen. I'm not the best at doing it. I try the best I can. And, you know, just see how it comes out. So anyway, hope you appreciated this video. You know, hope it showed little something extra that you typically get from, you know, this kind of stuff on here. And again, hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.